Hello, ladies, and welcome to this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out Women Creating Healthy Lives, my Facebook community. If you're watching this in Women Creating Healthy Lives or on my Facebook, please check out my YouTube, Diana Marchand. Today I'm talking about the power of your choice and really owning your personal power when it comes to eating healthy, right? Because when we do the emotional eating or the stress eating or the on again, off again, or the all or nothing, and this trips a lot of people up. You know, you can do this where you're like, I've tried all the diets, I've tried everything, and nothing works. And we will talk a little bit about health, eating for weight loss, stuff like that, and why it's kind of harder right now, or why you may not be getting the results. And so often I hear, I've tried everything, I've done everything, nothing works. But the problem is, it's probably not consistent for a long period of time. And where our mind wants to take us is, we want to know a period of time almost. It's like, if I'm going to eat really clean for weight loss or whatever, we want it to be for a certain period of time, right? It's almost like, I'm going to do this. And then we know that when time goes on, just a little bit of time, we're like, I'm not getting results, not getting results, not getting results, not getting results, not getting results. And that makes most people give up, right? Thank you for that. A lot of people want to give up. Say hello when you come on watching the replay or live, or give me a like or something so Facebook knows you want to see the video. Same with YouTube. Make sure you subscribe or give me a like. So it's very normal for us when we are wanting to change something, right? So you recognize you have a pattern. You have a pattern of either on again. Oh, thank you. Of on again. Hi, Nicole. Is it Nicole? Hi, Nicole. Of on again, off again, of all or nothing, right? Now, the all or nothing looks like, oh, you know, I really want to change what I need to lose weight. I really want to feel better. I want to have more energy. But, you know, it means I'm going to have to bang, bang, bang in your head, right? You're thinking all these things you're going to have to do to get those outcomes. So then you're like, I don't have time right now, or it's not the perfect time right now, or I have a wedding in 1 week, so I can't start eating healthy, things like that. So all or nothing, thinking I have to be 100% on perfectly to even start, right? Does anybody suffer from that? No, Diana, it's not the right time for me because, and that is when you're not really, you're thinking of it more like a diet than a lifestyle, right? It's quite funny when I hear people, I just don't really have time to blank, blank, blank. Or I'm really caught up with this thing in my life right now, so I don't have time to. And I'm like, do you eat every day? Unless you're fasting every single day, you are eating. So why don't you eat healthy foods? Why don't you eat healthy foods? If you're going to eat every day, then eat healthier foods than you're eating now. That's really all it is, guys. That's all it is. That's where you can start, right? If you're caught in something, if you're like, stop the all or nothing, right? It's like, it's just not the perfect. It's never the perfect time. Very rarely the perfect time. And you're eating anyways. It's not like, you know what, I'm going to wait 2 weeks and then I'll eat. No, you don't. You eat every single day. You eat every single day. So all you have to do is like decide, okay, tomorrow I'm going to start having, let's say, 2 green smoothies a day. I'm going to start having 2 green smoothies a day, make a big batch in the morning. I'm going to have one in the morning, the other one I'm going to have in the afternoon. Bang. How hard is that? And then some may say, well, I don't have time in the morning to make a smoothie. If you don't have time in the morning to make a smoothie, you're getting up too late. Get up earlier. Right? It's a silly excuse. I don't have time in the morning. Well, then get up. It probably takes me not even 5 minutes to make a smoothie. Not even 5 minutes. If you don't have 5 minutes in the morning to make a smoothie, you got a lifestyle problem. Major lifestyle problem. And you get to fix it. You get to fix it. Right? These things we say to ourselves about why you can't do something. We got to laugh. Like you laugh, Nicole. It's so true. It's like I say these things that they're silly. They're crazy. Right? Like doing this video. When I went to do this video tonight, you guys. Oh my God. I had to put on my ring light because there's not good lighting here. I have to put my computer here if I want to read too many comments, all this stuff. And in my head, I'm going, oh my God, I have to set it all up to do a video, bang, bang. I make it a huge deal out of nothing. And I'm like, Diana, it takes you, hi, Becky, only a couple of minutes to set up and do a video. Like literally, do it, right? We have to tell ourselves that sometimes. Stop listening to your excuses, right? We listen to so many of our excuses all the time. We would never let our kids give us that many excuses. Yes, so true, Nicole. There's so many things you can do to get your things ready. Like I have a bag of frozen pineapple in the fridge. I buy it that way. I don't cut it up myself. I buy it that way. I can buy frozen pineapple, but you can cut it up if you want. I cut up half an apple or grapefruit. And I use frozen pineapple and I grab, because I wash my greens if they need to be washed in a lettuce spinner. And then I put them in a bag with some paper towels. So they're ready to just grab and throw in my smoothie. Grab, throw in your smoothie. Grab, throw in your smoothie. Takes not even a second. Then I have all my super powders mixed in a jar because I use 3 super powders. I mix them together in a jar. So I just have to take 1 scoop, right? 1 scoop of that mixture. And then I take chia gel. I pre-mix my chia gel in a jar, put it in the fridge. So then I just scoop out the chia gel. And then I also myself, you don't have to, but the type of protein powder I use is like I grind up pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are really good for protein powder, for protein and for good fats and for zinc. Pumpkin seeds are really good for zinc. So I grind up organic raw pumpkin seeds and then I use them as like a protein powder. And they're ground up in a container. So then I just scoop, right? So it's like I put a bit of water in, I throw in my half an apple or grapefruit, I put in a bit of frozen pineapple, throw in my greens, scoop, the other ingredients, blend her up. Ice cube, I use an ice cube. I use mason jars. So if I make a double batch, I'll put some in a mason jar or a glass to have now, and then I'll put some more in to have in the afternoon. And that's it, right? So the excuses we use, we got to just catch ourselves. We got to catch ourselves and stop allowing us to use excuses. And when you get home from work, I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, after working a full day, I get home and I just don't want to make something healthy to eat. And I get that sometimes, that's the way it is sometimes. But when you're doing it every single day, all the time, I don't even know what I titled this thing. Power of choice. Power of choice. So when you start to look at your personal power, when you start to say, you know what, I'm a big girl now and I'm going to choose the way I want to live, feel, act my life and how I want to be as a person, right? How I want my health to be. I know I want more energy. Maybe if you want to lose weight or not, right? It's up to you, whatever you're working towards. Write those things down. Like just get a good look at it, right? Yeah, these are I'm thinking I want to be really important in my life, whether it's exercise or not. Yeah, I'm choosing, right? I'm choosing for these to be important in my life. I'm choosing to work towards this in my life. Look at it. Take a look at it. And then that's a choice you make every single day. Every day. I'm choosing today to. I'm choosing today to. I'm choosing today to feed and fuel my cells so that they are healthy, because your cells are the building block of everything in your body, all organs, right? And for your organs and glands and brain to function good, those cells need to be fed properly. And so the mistake people make is they don't associate food with the functioning of your body. In other words, I'm feeling so tired, I'm feeling so lethargic, I'm feeling bloated, I've gained too much weight. That's over here, right? They put it over there. And then when I talk about their healthy eating, they're like, I know, but I don't know. I don't really have time. I'm too busy at work. I get home, I'm too tired. I don't like grocery shopping. I don't like cooking. I don't know what to make. I don't know what to eat. I'm all confused. That's over here. It's like they're not linked, right? I'm telling myself I don't like all of these things here. What I eat is directly related to that, but I have a whole bunch of excuses why I can't do those things, why I can't eat those foods, why I can't make those meals, how I'm too busy, how I'm too tired, how I'm too unmotivated and too uninspired. So what do you think is going to happen? Every day, There's this, the problem, and there's this, the problem with your food. But you don't make a change, right? You just, sometimes people stays because then the more excuses come, right? Oh, I don't know what to eat. It's so confusing and conflicting information. I've tried other things and they don't work. I've tried that and nothing worked. I don't have time is such a big one, but all these things come up, right? And I know what that's like. I know how confusing. I know when you're already overwhelmed in your life and already tired, when you think about trying to learn and study and do something totally new, that's a big job to take on, right? It can feel like, oh, I just don't have time to learn all that stuff. So here's the big thing. I want everybody to listen really good for this, right? You do not have to do a lot. You're eating anyways. You are eating anyways, right? So yes, in life, if you want to live a healthy life, you have to go grocery shopping or order the food to come to your house, right? That's just a given. You may not like it. You may love it. Whatever it is, that is kind of like a fact. It has to happen. Food has to get into your fridge somehow, right? So you get healthy food instead of getting crappy food. Then you can even start, like I said, with 2 smoothies a day. Then just say, I'm going to include more vegetables in the meals, in my meals. Whether you go to a restaurant, whether you order food, whether, and then not to go to fast food places anymore, right? It's about choice, right? I'm choosing to make these changes. I'm choosing them for me. No one is forcing you. You need to choose yourself. You need to you need to empower yourself. You need to stand in your personal power and say, I'm choosing to do this for me. And know that if you have kids or a husband or family or whatever around you, you are going to positively influence them by you continually saying, I'm just too tired, this and that and that. It's just making it normal also for the people around you. And this is what happens in families and generations and relatives and communities. When it just is normal to be a certain way, it's normal. That seems okay. And that's so much of our society is such a bad state right now. Obesity is normal. Eating junk food and fast food is normal and totally fine, right? Grabbing something at the corner store for lunch is totally fine. Not eating at your desk, like people in offices not eating all day because they don't have time to go get something to eat, is normal. None of that is good for us, right? Yet it may be normal for the way of life we live or who we're surrounded by. But you got to ask yourself, think, right? Instead of just being on autopilot and continually using the excuses, continually feeling so stuck, but not even start taking action. There's so many things that we see as, well, everybody's like this. It's just normal. So of course I can't change. It's like you're validating every day. We're validating the reasons why we can't change or why we haven't done something. It's because, well, other people around us haven't, so it's got to be kind of normal, so it's probably hard, and it's okay if I don't, right? So I just want to know, you have the power. And when people really choose to stand in their personal power, often it's because they've become so sick or so tired or so whatever, something drastic has happened and it's made them wake up and really begin to make change, right? Or a doctor said, you're going to die if you don't start eating better, right? Things like that. Then people will finally make a change, but don't wait for that. And know that you have all the power. It's just that you're trying to maybe do too much at once or start and expect too much big results right away instead of just saying, I'm choosing to be healthier. I'm choosing to eat healthier. That's all you need to know. You don't need to say, I'm going to go lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds. You don't even say that. Just say, I'm choosing health as a priority. I'm choosing health as a priority. So what does that look like to me? If I'm going to now choose health as a priority, and you write this down, literally, seriously, if I'm going to now choose health as a priority, what would that look like to me? Then write out, What would I probably eat during the day? What would I probably be doing? How would I talk? What would I think about? Would I be exercising? What type of exercising would I be doing? Right? All of the things. And don't go into, I'd need to work out, 3 hours a day. I would have to spend 3 hours prepping every day. That's not real. Those are stories. Those are silly things, right? So you can decide how you're going to do this, you guys. This is the thing. You are in power. You get to decide how you're going to go about it. You get to decide how you bring this in your life. You get to decide that healthy eating and living is going to be your life. When it's your life, you just do it because it's your life, right? It's like brushing your teeth. Can you imagine if no one was ever taught to brush your teeth? And then all of a sudden, at 50, we're told we must brush our teeth, right? It would be like, are you kidding me? I don't feel like doing that. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to buy a toothbrush. I forgot to buy toothpaste. I forgot to brush my teeth, right? But now we just do it. We don't even think about it. It's like, it's no big deal. I just brush my teeth. When you decide that this is who I am, that of course I eat healthy foods, then you do it. You got to not let and hear the excuses. It's not like you don't let them, because they're going to come, right? The excuses come to your mind right away. I don't want to do this because it's going to be this, or it's going to mean that, or I'm never going to be able to have a glass of red wine, or I'm never going to be able to eat chocolate again. Yes, you can. Then stop telling yourself you can't eat it. You're the one stopping you, right? You're the one who's stopping you. When I do with my programs, I kind of give you the outline of what to eat, because it is different types of foods during this phase of life, and it is confusing and conflicting, but it's not hard at all. It's just most women are confused about yogurts and oatmeal and bananas and fruit and things that can be straightened out in a 1-hour conversation, really. And then once you get that straight, it's like, okay, now I kind of get the gist of how to eat. And then, so you start there, and you're going to be working on figuring out what's right for you. Right? Your friend can eat a certain way and lose weight. You may try the same thing, but it won't work for you because it's not right for you. Your friend could try something and you could look at her and go, oh my God, she spends hours in the kitchen preparing and prepping and cooking. She may love that, and that's why she's doing it. But you would be like, I can't do that. So then you don't even start. You know what I mean? You find what works for you. You get to have it the way it works for you. That's the only way it's going to last and stick. So when I work with women in one-on-one or in my programs, I really try to drill that in. It's like, okay, you are in charge. You're in charge. So if you decide to give up, well, you're giving up on yourself. I don't think there's no giving up. There's no giving up on eating. For when you would never give up eating. I'm just going to one day give up eating forever. It doesn't make sense. Right? So stop saying you're going to give up this whole thing, because you're not giving up eating. You just may not eat healthy as often as you want at first, because it's a change. So you're like, wow, I'm noticing that I'm saying I'm going to eat healthy a lot, but I'm actually not eating as healthy as often as I wanted to. Okay. Aware of that, right? You're right, I'm not. Okay. Do I want to choose that? Continue like this? Or do I want to next week bump it up a little bit? Do better. 1 week at a time, right? Next week, I will make sure I have 2 smoothies a day, and I'm going to have 1 salad a day and more veggies with my meal, right? That's what I'm going to tell myself. That's what I'm choosing for next week. Next week, I'm going to choose to exercise 3 days a week, even if it's just a 10-minute walk. I'm going to move my body 3 days a week, right? That's kind of how you do it. You don't listen to what your friend's done. You don't, right? Look all over the internet to find out what someone thinks you should do. It's about, it needs to work for you. You need to be able to want to, do it to the thing like, okay, yeah, I could do that, right? It needs to be at a pace you're willing to do and you're going to do. And then you need to come from a place of empowerment, where you are deciding that that is what you're going to do. So when I work with women, it's like I definitely am there to help with the mindset part of it. And that's a huge part of it, right? Because on our own, we go up and down and up and down, which is natural, totally natural, you guys. That never stops, right? I'm doing really good. Oh, I'm slipping a little bit. I'm doing really good. Oh, I'm slipping a little bit. But when you're on your own, lots of times it's like you slip and you kind of want to just back off and ignore it and not think about it. And you just keep going down, right? When you're working in a group or with a coach or something, there may be a slip, but you come back up much faster. So the dips don't get as deep, maybe not even as often. So when you're working towards changing your lifestyle and changing the way you kind of live each day, so right, if you used to grab food on the go, you're now going to have some food prepared, or learn to cook really healthy, fast, simple meals when you get home. It's just, you just learn it. If you don't know how to do it, you can learn it, right? It's so not hard. Super easy. Super easy. It's just that you're not used to doing it. So then it's just starting, right? Or maybe I'll do 3 nights next week cooking a healthy meal. You don't need to say, okay, now for the next 6 months, every single night, oh my God, I'm going to be making those healthy meals, and I'm going to not have any sugar, and I'm not going to have any alcohol, and I'm not going to have any whatever, right? For 6 months. Well, how's that going to go? Right? So power of choice, your power. You are powerful. You can do this. But when you allow yourself to be on autopilot or avoid the things you know, right? The things you notice that you're doing, right? Oh boy, here I go. I'm slipping up. But you ignore it because you're feeling so shameful. That's when things go bad. There is nothing to be ashamed of. If you eat a Big Mac one day, that's your choice. Eat a Big Mac. I couldn't, but right? But then you just say, okay, well, am I going to choose that again? Maybe, maybe not, but certainly not for a long time. That's your choice, right? And if you're saying, sometimes people think, oh, if someone gives me a freedom of choice, I'll eat the whole bag of potato chips. I'll eat junk food every day. Well, then that's your choice. How are you going to feel about yourself every day? You feel like shit. You'll feel crap, and you'll be mad at yourself. You're not going to be happy with yourself. If you're literally choosing to eat crap every day, like if you give yourself the power of choice, and if you're like, yep, I'm going to eat McDonald's for 30 days in a row, because Diana said I have the freedom of choice and I can do what I want, and I shouldn't have to feel ashamed. I'm going to do it, right? Then try it. Go ahead. But come from the place of, it's your choice. Don't blame anybody. Don't blame not having enough time. Don't blame your kids. Don't blame your husband. Don't blame your mom. Don't blame stress. Don't blame your anxiety. Don't blame any of that. Because that's a cop-out, right? That's copping out. So when you really, really take personal responsibility and really take in a good, but be happy about it. Not like, oh my God, I guess I have to do this. It's going to be so bloody hard. I don't want to do it. Sucks. Anyways, if you're coming from that place, that's just your inner child, right? So that's your inner child totally. And I had that. When we start talking like that, that's our inner child. So it's time for you to know, oh my God, my inner child is really loud right now. And that's totally okay. It's totally okay. Do I want to continue to come from that place of a victim and being an inner child, spoiled inner child? Or do I want to grow up a little bit, right? Grow up a little bit and allow me right now, my adult person who's choosing health, to run the show. Who do I want to run the show? My rebel inner child, or my adult who is choosing to be healthy, to have more energy, to maybe lose some weight, to feel better, right? To live a long, healthy life. I don't care if I live long. I just want to live healthy as I age. I want to feel good as I age. I don't want to live if I'm going to be sick and feeling terrible. I really don't, right? That's what I'm choosing. So we all have to make our choices, right? So that, if you guys are commenting, I probably can't see my comments. Do you have any questions? Does anybody have any questions about any eating, mindset, anything that sticks to you? This is a filter, by the way, who anybody's looking. I look so wonderful because it's a filter. Damn good filter. Love it. Love this filter. Facebook filter. You guys have any questions? So if you want one-on-one sessions from me, I do one-on-one sessions. You can just have one one-on-one session if you want. And I'll tell you why one-on-one sessions might be good for some people. Yeah, isn't it a beautiful filter? Thank you very much. Makes me look super young. You got to have fun. One-on-one sessions are good for somebody if you're just at that place where you're like, I think I'm eating the right things. I think I'm exercising in the right way, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That's when a one-on-one session is really good, because I can let you know in that one session, all of it. I can let you know if you're exercising right or wrong, if you're eating right or wrong for you, right? And give you some ideas of how to switch it around, right? How to switch it around and get on the right track. So if you're somebody who can motivate yourself and really do it, once you know what to do, then a one-on-one session is such a good thing for you to have. Because oh my God, stop wasting time. All I have to say is, I can tell you after talking to women, on one-on-one sessions and stuff, and the way they were doing things for the past 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, I'm like, oh my God, if you just were able to get on the right track, you would know. You wouldn't have wasted all that time. And another thing that wastes a lot of time is the on again, off again. On again, off again. On again, off again. That's what wastes so much of the time. And also not learning what really will work for you, as well as not being consistent and not knowing what's right for you. So not listening and respecting your body and not fitting it into your life, right? Working at forcing things into your life. I'm forcing and I'm pushing myself to do something I don't really want to do. That'll never work. It'll never last. So then in the sessions, I help you go, okay, well, I want you to start, let's say week 1, start out doing this for you. Then the second week, start this, if you're somebody who can't start lots at once, right? You want to take it in a step-by-step process. So I help you with that in my programs, my longer programs. And I also help you that if you want a one-on-one session or to work privately, 4, 5, 6 sessions with me. Then I can take you on that step-by-step and guide you towards when it really fits into your life. And when things really fit into your life, of course it feels good. Of course it works because you've brought it into your life. It's fitting in your life. Now you're living that way. You're doing those. So it's called, embodiment, more like embodied. I'm learning. I'm trying. I'm adjusting. I'm seeing how I feel. Oh, I'm noticing what works. I'm noticing what doesn't work, right? All of those things. That's what works. It's not like one size fits all. It's not like someone's going to give you a cookie cutter thing and bang, automatically everything's going to work out perfectly. Very rare. And that's when people get frustrated. That's when they give up. And that is not a time to give up. That's a time to get curious and go, okay, I've tried this. Maybe there's something I need to tweak, right? Maybe there's something that's not quite working for me. So maybe I need to try this, then try this. And that's what I help with. That's exactly what I help with, right? Is as I guide women in my programs and in my coaching. It's like, we work towards finding what's going to be good for you, what's going to work for you. And because you don't know if you could be on the wrong path for so long and never know it. And then that is very, very frustrating because it feels like you're doing so much, giving so much energy to something, spending so much time with something, but yet it's not working because you're just you're down the wrong path. Right? You don't realize, when you walk in the woods and you take a path and then you get lost and you're like, oh my God, I have no idea where to go from here. I'm not getting back to my car and it's been 2 hours, right? So things like that. That's just what it's like. And that's why I do what I do, because I love to help women get on the right path and really find what works and own your power, make choices for you, find what works for you, and really choose to honor you, your body, love yourself, have health as a priority, and keep it that way. Keep it that way. Knowing that it's not just a diet. It's not just for 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months. No, I eat always for the rest of my life. Right? You eat every day for the rest of your life, unless you fast, but you know what I mean. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I might put this on my personal page too. So if I put it on my personal page, Diana Marchand, you feel free to share it if you know someone and feel free to invite your friends into this group, Women Creating Healthy Lives, if you know other women. And anyways, if you want a session with me, wonder about 101 sessions or my next coaching program, then reach out to me. Message me on Facebook. I'm here for you. So much love to you. Have an amazing evening. Happy Friday. Bye.